struggling over here. It's one thing to say, hey, like there might be other things going on with your body that we should look into. I recommend you come back and ask them to do more follow-up with you so that you can get a proper diagnosis. Maybe I'm overreacting. It really irritated me though, because I know there's so many of us who struggle, so many of us who have issues. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to sit down and do a little chit chat and give an update on everything that has been going on in my life. I'm gonna start with YouTube stuff, and then I want to talk about me postpartum, and then I'm going to end with everything going on with my kiddos. So from newborn baby stuff all the way to my big kids. Kind of just give an all-around update here so we can catch up with what's been going on over here in the Clark's household. I have definitely been struggling over here with everything that we have been having going on in our life. So the YouTube part of life has kind of fallen off. I have been recording a lot of things, but I just have not had the time to edit and upload here on YouTube. So maybe I will post videos that will definitely be like months old or like weeks old at this point on YouTube in the future. If you guys want them, I can try to edit them at some point and then like post them if that's something you're interested in. But when it comes to life and priorities and everything, like YouTube is very last priority when it comes to me, I guess. So I feel bad that I haven't been sharing all of that stuff, but I filmed a lot of like newborn things. I filmed a lot of like family things going on, because it's easy to film, right? You just pull out the phone, pull out the camera, like shoot whatever it is you want to like share, but then it takes time to like sit down and edit it. So I've been struggling to make time to edit. And I feel bad because I have a lot filmed that I would love to share with all of you. I just do not have the time to edit. And that has a lot to do with what has been going on in our lives, which I will share more in this video. But let me know if you want to see the things that I have already recorded, and they'll just be like really probably out of order. But you guys can just kind of like understand that they're not in order, but then you can still see the things that I have done. Like I did a whole like newborn nighttime routine. I did some like vlog style videos, and then like what I eat in the day. I did a bunch of like things that it was like easy for me to film, but it requires me to like edit it, and I just have not had the time because other things have been have been a priority for me. Now let's talk about postpartum. And I have to admit that this has been a harder postpartum for me mentally than my prior postpartums. And I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that I'm not like snapping back as well. Like I've definitely put on a lot more weight this pregnancy than I did in my prior pregnancies, and that's been hard to like feel like I'm not myself. I don't fit in like any of my pre-pregnancy clothes. I have been wearing pregnancy clothes for a very long time. So the other day I got rid of like all of my pregnancy clothes because I would probably want them for my next pregnancy, but wearing them instead of wearing like normal clothes has really been like a fail-safe. I just don't feel comfortable, so I just wear pregnancy clothes, and that's been kind of like negatively affecting me. So I bought a bunch of stuff off of Amazon just because it's easy to order off Amazon for me to try to transition out of pregnancy clothes, start wearing regular clothes. I also bought a bunch of like workout stuff because I want to get back to working out again. And now that I am 6 weeks postpartum, or past 6 weeks postpartum, so I'm like good to start slowly working out again, and I really want to focus on that so that I can feel better about myself mentally and physically. I think it's really important to do that. So maybe I'll try and film a little like haul of everything I bought. And then if you're interested in seeing my like journey through like getting back into shape, maybe I can like film some like workout related stuff or like just fitness kind of things postpartum wise. So if you want to see that stuff, let me know. But I also want to share this really negative experience I had at my 6-week postpartum checkup. And I have to say, I cannot believe that I had an OB say this to me, because why would anybody tell you that you probably have something, like you probably have a condition, without looking at your history, without running any tests, without doing any of like diagnostic related things? But when I went to my 6-week postpartum appointment, many of you who've already had kids understand that a big push is like birth control. So if you go to an appointment, they're like, okay, what's your birth control plan? Like they want you to be on a pill or on IUD, or like they want you on something so that you don't get pregnant right away. It's a really big thing. So anytime you go see an OB, they're like, well, what's your birth control? And I don't take birth control. I took hormone birth control for a really, really long time. And I really think that negatively affected my body. From my personal experience, I do not ever want to be on a hormone birth control again. And I told her like, hey, I'm not taking the pill. I don't plan to take anything. Like if anything, I will do like natural family planning, but I don't ovulate. So I'm not really all that concerned about, just accidentally getting pregnant in like a week kind of thing. But OBs don't like to hear that. So she gave me this whole spiel about, even though you're breastfeeding, you can still get pregnant, which yes, you can get pregnant when you're breastfeeding. But just because of my circumstances, and we've had to legit actively try to get pregnant. We've never just like, oops, I've gotten pregnant. I will say that the vitamins I took from Pink Stork when I took those, I had the most regular cycles I've ever had in my life. So I know at some point I will get back to taking those supplements again, because I noticed an improvement in my cycles. So that is my plan whenever we decide we want to have another kid, is to take that. But I'm not concerned myself about just like accidentally getting pregnant, because I know that I don't ovulate, or I haven't ovulated in the past. It doesn't mean that I can't just ovulate and get pregnant, because that's a very real scenario. Anyways, I say all that to say, I was having this whole discussion with the OB. I've never seen her before. It's the first time I've ever seen her, and explained to her like, hey, this is like my situation. I don't want to take birth control. I don't think it'd be good for my body, and I don't think I'm going to get pregnant, and we will use the proper precautions not to just accidentally get pregnant when I am 2 months postpartum. And she basically told me, from the things I was saying to her, oh, you probably have PCOS. And I was like, well, I've had tests done before, like hormone testing. I've had ultrasound testings. They've never seen anything to be like, oh yeah, PCOS. She just, or my prior OB said that, it's more than likely that I have a hormone imbalance, and that's what causes me to not ovulate. But I don't have the risk factors, or I'm not showing symptoms of PCOS, just that I don't have regular cycles. And this OB was like, well, from everything you're saying to me, I would diagnose you with PCOS, and you need to, after you're done breastfeeding, you need to come in and see me or another OB, and we need to actually give you a formal diagnosis of PCOS, because I believe you have PCOS. And like, I don't think, like, as somebody who struggles with fertility, and someone who's had to do things to try to improve my fertility, to get pregnant. I know I have 3 kids, so like some people get offensive when I say that I struggle with infertility, because I've had kids. But I think that anybody who has fertility issues, in the sense of like, you don't have regular cycles, you can't just get pregnant on your own without needing intervention, or you can't stay pregnant on your own without needing intervention, like I would let yourself say that you have fertility issues if that's what makes you feel comfortable. Like, I don't think that we should be shaming people for their struggles not being the same as somebody else's struggles, because all of our scenarios are different, right? Some people could get pregnant really easy when they were, 19 years old, but now that they're in their 30s, they can't, right? Like, I don't think that it's fair to tell people that their struggles are invalid. That's my personal opinion. And having an OB to straight up tell you, like, you probably have something, when they have not looked at any of my history, they have not seen any of my tests, my blood work, my ultrasounds, and they haven't even given me an ultrasound or, like, sent me for labs. And, like, I don't think that that's healthy to tell somebody that, because if I have not done as much research or has looked into as much as I have, and I don't feel, like, I feel really comfortable in understanding my body now from years and years and years of going through this, like, fertility type things and seeing different OBs, where, like, the first OB I ever went to, and I was telling him, like, hey, I can't get pregnant. Like, we've been trying for over a year, was like, oh, well, you're fine. Like, you should just keep trying. But, like, we'll send you to a fertility specialist, but you probably don't need it. You just need to keep trying. Like, that was my first experience when I went to a very first OB trying to figure out why I wasn't getting pregnant. And a lot of OBs have different opinions, but I don't think anybody should tell you, well, you probably have this thing. Like, you just haven't been diagnosed. Like, you just haven't seen the right OB to, like, diagnose you with that. It's one thing to say, hey, like, there might be other things going on with your body that we should look into to make sure that you're as healthy as you can be. And whenever you're done breastfeeding, I recommend you come back and ask them to do more follow-up with you so that you can get a proper diagnosis. Like, I understand that point, but why would you tell somebody? Like, you probably have PCOS. Like, you probably do. And, like, you just haven't been diagnosed yet. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, but that really, like, hurt me in my soul to be like, oh, like, I'm just going to tell you have something when I have no idea. Like, I felt bad for women who have struggled with infertility, struggled with hormone issues, or struggled with any of these things, and then they go and see an OB, and OB's like, well, you probably have that, and like maybe we'll figure it out. Like, I don't know. Like, you probably have that. You probably should just whatever. Like, I don't know. It just, maybe I'm overreacting. It really irritated me, though, because I know there's so many of us who struggle, so many of us who have issues, and then, like, I don't know. I don't know, maybe OB shouldn't be able to be like that. Like, it offended me for all the women that I know who have fertility issues or have, weight issues, have skin issues, have, like, because people who have PCOS tend to have a lot of extra hair, tend to have hormonal acne, which I like, there's things that I have that people have been like, oh, well, maybe you have this, maybe you don't have this, but you should do more research. You should want to understand everything going on with your patient before you tell them that they probably have something, because that's not helpful. It's not. And all it does is stress somebody out. Like, don't tell me that you think I have something that you don't know that I have or don't have. Anyways, long rant over. It made me sad, and I hope that no one ever else has to deal with experience like that where an OB tells you, oh, you probably have something, but, like, in a year come back and maybe we'll figure it out. Yeah, anyways. But yeah. That's me. That's what's going on with me right now. Rant over. Let's talk about my little kiddos. First, we can talk about baby Killian and him. He is amazing, you guys. Like, I could not have asked for a better newborn baby. He sleeps 5 to 7 hours straight a night. He's right next to me and he's fussing because I'm talking. He's taking a little nap while I record a video. And then my husband took the big kids to go and play at a, like, indoor play area, because it is like 1,000,000 degrees outside here. So I'm using this time to record a little video. But he is amazing. Like, he sleeps so well and he eats really well. He has his 2-month appointment checkup on the 2nd or the 3rd of July. One of those days. It's coming up. So we will figure out like how much he weighs and everything. He's huge though. He is in 3 to 6 months clothes and sometimes just more like 6-month clothes. And he's just growing like a champ over here. He is like the perfect little baby. I don't know what it is about the thirds like trick you into having more. Everybody's like, oh, my 3rd kid was an angel. Like, everybody says their 3rd kid was an angel, or at least maybe it's just because I just had my 3rd baby, so everyone's like, oh yeah, like my 3rd was always an angel, like they're always so sweet. So it's been my experience so far. He is not quite 2 months though yet, so we will see. At some point I know he will hit a sleep regression, so I'm waiting for that to hit. But right now he sleeps the best out of all my kids, and I get more sleep now than I did when I was pregnant. So no complaints on my end over here when it comes to that. But I do have to share part of the reason why I have not been able to film as much, or I've been filming more, but I have not been able to like edit and upload anything, is because my older kids got an infection. I'm not sure how they got it or what happened in that situation, but they have been on antibiotics, and because they had something that was contagious and they got it around the same time that my husband was going back to work. It has been me, a newborn baby, and 2 big kids who are still very needy of their mom. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. They have something that is very contagious. So it's been a lot of me keeping our youngest son, our baby, away from his big brothers. I'm trying to keep everything clean so little Killian doesn't get what the boys have, and I'm also trying to take care of them when they're uncomfortable and they extra want their mom, but I gotta keep the kids separate, and they're on medicine, and I've just been cleaning and keeping everyone separate, and it's just been kind of chaos. They're no longer contagious or anything. They've been on antibiotics for a while. They seem to be doing a lot better, but there was a lot of like taking them to the doctor and trying to make sure our baby doesn't get what they have, because when kids get sick with things, a lot of the times like they can have things, but then like adults don't show symptoms because we just have better immune systems, but the little kids are more susceptible to them. So it's just been it's been stressful, because obviously I don't want my newborn to get sick, and my poor big kids want their mom because they don't feel good. Things like they just are uncomfortable, they don't feel good, they just want to be held by their mommies, and it's just been really chaotic over here. And so unfortunately that's just been our life for the past like week. But we're getting like it's getting better now. Like everything's better now. So I'm hoping that I can get back into a better routine. It is summertime, so we tend to be really, really busy in the summertime. With them being sick and it being like 1,000,000 degrees outside, it's made things more difficult, because obviously if your kids have something that is contagious, it's like, well, I don't want them around other people's kids. I don't want them in any type of environment where they could spread any types of germs. So we've really been stuck in our house, and that just hasn't been fun. Thankfully, we are on the mends. We are kind of moving past that point. We can kind of get back into regular life again, which I know they are excited for, because 4th of July is coming up. There's a lot of things we want to do for Independence Day, and there's a lot of things we want to have planned for the summer. My kids love water, so I know we're trying to plan a trip to a water park near us, and we've been wanting to head back to Florida sometime soon. I don't know if we'll make it there this summer, but hopefully soon, because my oldest has been asking to go to the beach over and over and over again, and I am hoping that now that they're feeling better and I don't have to spend all day cleaning and keeping kids separated, I will have more time to post here on YouTube and share everything with all of you. I think that's all the updates I have to share. That's a little bit of an insight on what has been going on here in our house. Tell me, do you want me to finish editing those videos that I have already recorded and then just post them periodically whenever I just get them done? Or would you rather me just focus on new content, new videos, and like what is going on now in our lives? Do you want to see a try on haul for all the new clothes that I am buying for my new postpartum body? Do you want to see workout style videos, or, you know, videos about, you know, me getting my body back? Tell me, what do you want to see? And thank you for watching this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm sorry that I have not posted in a little bit. I don't know when I even posted my last video, but I know it's been a while. I will try to do better as time goes on, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.